So this little boy of just under 2.5 has demonstrated a lot of skills important at this age. His motor skills, he is able to run with a definite and quite fast run. He can kick a medium-sized ball, standing on one foot and using the other to kick the ball. He goes upstairs using alternating feet, but still comes downstairs 2 feet to a step. He can jump off the floor, and he jumps off the lowest step of a staircase with both feet landing on the floor. He is just able to catch a medium-sized ball. He is just beginning to pedal a tricycle, but this is still an emerging skill and he cannot sustain the pedalling movement in order to propel the tricycle. He shows himself as competent on climbing up and climbing down a climbing frame. His fine motor skills are also well developed. He is right-handed and he can use his hands to pile up a tower of at least 6 blocks accurately and can imitate a train. He uses still a relatively immature grasp of a pencil, but he controls the pencil quite well, and he is able to copy a horizontal and a vertical stroke when seen by the examiner. He can do spontaneous circular scribble. He's not yet able to copy a circle, although he's beginning to understand and attempt it. His cognitive skills, he demonstrated a clear understanding of relative size. He was able to nest the little boxes accurately without needing to experiment with them. He was aware when an item was too big to fit into one of the boxes and said so. And he was able to copy a construction of the examiner, the train, though not yet at a stage of putting the so-called chimney on top of it. He is able to remove the screw cap of a small bottle and to replace it using the correct motion. Again, these skills develop between 2 and 2.5. His language development is well developed. He now comments on his activities in sentences of up to 5 words. He is showing an awareness of adjectives and is just showing awareness of big and little, using big several times. At times he has used a common irregular past tense, I broke it, and towards the end of the session he demonstrates that he knows the rule for a regular past tense. It stopped, he says. And this, forming the regular past tense, occurs at 2.5 and is an important grammatical rule that has been absorbed unconsciously by the child. Social development. A striking aspect of this little boy was that he was highly aware of this unusual situation in which he was subject to some kind of demand and direction, and he was very resistant to this, constantly turning to his mother for reassurance. He therefore needed to be handled in a sensitive manner in order for him to demonstrate his skills. He therefore needed to be encouraged in a sensitive way and to be engaged, and at times he withdrew into his own play rather than accept direction. But he did warm up and eventually enjoyed the session. He enjoyed reciprocal play both with the examiner and with his mother. An important small aspect of this session was that he showed some symbolic play using a toy wheelbarrow as a lawnmower and imitated an important social activity of his family, that is, of mowing the lawn. This understanding of adult tasks and playing them out is also a social skill that emerges at this stage. It was only briefly seen on this, but towards the end of the session he also put the toys in the outside play area back into their spaces. This is something that we see in children of this age as they begin to understand the importance of packing up their toys and instead of just leaving them.